Do we really want to
I think people know it more as LNG than natural gas. Yeah.
I would agree there.
Yeah. All right.
Well, then if you just put it down to, are you in favor of, shouldn't it be more neutral?
Do you support?
No, not even that. What is your opinion?
Yeah.
Agree,
Yeah.
Strong.
disagree? I would put it that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then it's still a leading question if it stands alone.
You crossed over into copies then, right?
No. Oh, did I? Oh, I did, you're right. See, thank you for reminding me. You thought that was
Are we done with circulation? Anything in circulation? Vegetation? The question about RIP is kind of silly because they're talking about reducing the number of trips, not increasing them, but
I know. But wouldn't that, it sort of figures into affordable housing in a way, doesn't it?
yeah, it does, yeah. But I didn't want to link it just to that because it's
No, I-
more of a
I understand
transportation
that.
issue, yeah, yeah.
Can't hurt to get the opinion.
Yeah.
People care about.
Yeah.
Well, that's not that-
I mean, maybe, do you expand that question, you know, in the past, that island shuttle question pops up now and again.
What island shuttle? Water shuttle or?
No, road shuttle.
Road shuttle?
Yeah. It just, I don't want to change things that we're done, but if you're saying it's silly to start asking questions about RIPTA, you know, when we talked about parking.
Oh, just for
Right.
around Jamestown,
Exactly.
the village area. Yeah.
Which always hits a dead end because we can't fund it.
Or we don't really have a parking problem.
I gotta take that shuttle, I can't park where I want to.
So we asking if everybody wants to ask that question?
Which one?
The RIP?
Well, under 43,
No, I think you're talking about a shuttle, a
Yeah.
village shuttle.
Yeah.
Question, no.
would you be in favor of a public shuttle? And doesn't even have to be in the village, right? Run to the north end and back.
If it were economically
Is this a
viable.
rewording of 43? Is that-
No.
Just expanding it, just expanding
Oh,
it.
okay.
I'd rather put the money into a bike path if we have to bike.
Because then runs go there instead.
Yeah.
Electric shuttles.
Yeah, they have them in, not Denver, where you could get ran over so easily, they are so quiet, these enormous buses, and you never hear them coming.
If you were gonna go off the island, that would be perfect.
Yeah. Okay, housing.
I agree with Nancy on 45. It wouldn't hurt to just, at the end of that question, just put in parentheses the sort of generic
But I'm wondering, I mean,
district.
if we are talking, I rethought this, if we are talking about just the village district, then you're gonna get answers from people all over the island to really just disregard everybody's response except people that live in the village. So really, it's more of a, I think, more of a general island-wide question. just to gauge people's support, because if it doesn't affect them in the village, they may have a different answer than if it's all over the island. I think it's just a question to gauge people's stomach for regulating, architecture regulating homes.
In the special development district.
I think that we can't ask it for just that district.
So you want to take it out?
That's what it reads.
I know, but I would like to take that out, just to stop it for all new houses, the way it was before.
That seems like it might be tough, since there's really no architectural standards.
Well,
when you get out to like our part of
Didn't
the.
stop them from doing the village.
Yeah. I'm not saying that the answer's gonna be yes, I'm saying that, you know,
Strongly opposed.
maybe we don't ask the question.
I don't think.
We asked it last time, and I don't remember how we asked it, I should look that up.
For the very reason you just stated. If there is too generic.
Yeah, it seems, I mean,
I didn't know they did.
What?
I mean, I think
Well, we don't-
there are historic districts in Newport that keep a certain standard. And they were designated as that, and that's why they do it, and I think that's probably a part of Jamestown if we choose to do that. But they don't regulate that throughout Newport.
The question on the last survey,
Right,
that's in
Like
historic
the point,
districts.
yeah.
That's for historic districts.
right.
It's the question on the last survey was the Jamestown Planning Commission now reviews all development within the commercial district, and in some cases alterations to and expansions of existing development for architectural site design standards. Would you support similar standards review and or requirements for all new houses? So it's really the same question that we asked last time.
Which, seems difficult.
What was the?
How'd they answer that?
No, I'm not sure I have that one. Oh, you said it, you said it.
I personally like Japanese modern, I don't know, how about you, Duncan?
I'm sitting here picturing
Yes,
you
it was
waited to do my first
45
time I was on Jamestown.
Yeah.
It was 45,
There you
it
go.
was 45.9% yes.
45.9, wow. Wow.
No, it was 35.8, not sure it was 16.2, and 2.2 did not answer. So it was really kind of one of those, hey, I'd be curious whether the sentiment has changed.
Well,
That's eggshells.
Well, if you don't want to know the answer, let's not ask the
Yeah, that's
question.
one of those answers you don't want to hear.
Yeah, you know, first of all, you have to think, how
And
much
what do you
thought
do
is he,
with that?
how much thought are people putting towards these questions, especially when they get to number 45,
And it-
before
and
they answer,
and
get
who
the
answers-
understand,
who
get
actually
the
fills this
consequences.
out?
Pardon?
Who fills this out? You know,
Yeah.
are people are gonna, potentially, the people that fill this out are gonna check, yeah, I want everybody to look the same. Or not, I mean, it could be very polarized.
I did have one question, just more of an explanation, if you could give me an explanation on 44C.
Could I just get a consensus on 45? Do you want to ask the question or not?
If you ask it, I would do it in the Jamestown, in historic districts.
We don't have historic districts, so.
I think it's tough to do.
I wouldn't ask the question, we asked it once. I don't see a reason to ask the question again.
What was the response?
45% yes.
Yes.
Show of hands for those that don't want to ask the
Now,
question.
that's only, now, let's go back, we're talking about new construction, right?
New homes.
New homes. And we're getting pretty close to where the number of new homes is pretty insignificant compared to.
Oh,
what's
no,
already-
no, no.
No?
A lot of turnouts. And also, I don't think it does pertain just to new homes.
Well, that's what the question.
I know, but I mean, anybody that
Some
wants,
substantial
anybody who winds up in
renovation.
front, anybody in the Jamestown Village Special Development District that winds up in front of the planning board is subject to that. And it's not just new homes.
About the question.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm saying about the question, should we ask it or not ask it?
I say no, I vote no.
I don't think we should ask it.
If we asked it, let me ask a question with a question, if we asked it, what would you do with the data?